So Google just had a keynote, and they've announced possibly the single biggest shakeup to the smartphone in the last 5 years. In one go, they've unveiled Gemini Intelligence. So
there's Gemini Intelligence now. And you may notice imekuwa ikichangamka. In fact, hadi kwa YouTube Analytics yangu napata Gemini Intelligence mingi. Napata Gemini Intelligence maka mingi. Inaongelelewa.
You can ask AI to start taking over your phone and doing things for you. That's cool. Android 17, which has ended up...
Who keeps asking for this? I mean, if it's going to... I keep complaining, but I'm usually the first person to give access to AI to my things. So
far more eventful than the previous few versions. There's a new Android Auto that somehow out of nowhere is the actual highlight of the show, all finished off with an entirely new category of laptop that lets you wiggle your cursor and do magic AI things. Put it this way, it is making Apple's software look very depressing by comparison. So first things first, Gemini Intelligence lets you do 5 things that you haven't been able to properly do before, like Rambler. So you know when you're dictating a message, which I do all the time, and then you ramble while dictating that message, which I also do all the time. Rambler is a new feature that fixes you. So let's say that your wife asks you how much you enjoyed her dinner, and you say, it's a bit dry. Actually, no wait, I love it. I've never had canned beans like this in my life. This will no longer type out your entire inner monologue. It'll smart...
So like anaambiadirisha kitu ama are we just gonna assume that he's fine with it or she's fine with it? Moving on.
Realize what you're trying to say, or at least that's what Google claims. I'll be the test of that. And it also means if you do accidentally tell your wife her food was dry, you can then say, 1, buy flowers, 2, buy chocolates, 3, eat the beans and nod. And your phone will realize by itself that you're describing a list and format that into one. And then you can say, swap the numbers for emoji. It'll get that. Or even, I guess, turn this whole message into Hindi.
So like, what? I'm not smart enough to have this conversation. Let me just watch and shut up.
This is really useful, and it actually makes me feel like one of the Flintstones when I look at this, and then I look at my iPhone's current dictation quality. Or another struggle that we can all relate
It's like text-to-speech, but better. Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the feature itself is one of humanity's top 5 inventions, but every now and again, you will come across a site or an app where the rigid way that autofill has been programmed means it just doesn't activate. And the pain that you feel then, having to manually type out each letter of that ridiculous email address you made when you were 14 years old, knowing how
XX Dragon 104 is crazy. It's a crazy kind of...
should be the cure. Forever. It taps into your personal intelligence pocket. Basically, everything the AI knows about you, including those random bits.
Why does the AI know so much about me to have enough information to know which kind of email that I want to use? I know I have like 16 emails, but calm down, really? Damn, Google inaweza bedhe na shananga nikisema inakanika ni jaba. Google inaweza kuharibia maisha by mistake. Ukicheza na hiyo kampuni hiyo, that is the one thing. Hadi achana na DCI, achana na anything else. Google can ruin your life if they want to. I keep saying it, inakangani kama ni na cheese, lakini it's true. It's the true.
You're never going to remember like your passport details. And then it smartly fills out every form. And it should have a higher success rate doing so, because unlike traditional autofill, which is just interpreting code, so if a site is not coded well, it might not realize what data it's meant to fill in where, Gemini, like you, can read and understand what's being asked of it. Seriously, fantastic.
Can read the screen.
That sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I'm actually gassed.
I've never been happier.
Never been happier.
So it feels like part of Gemini Intelligence is very much focused on giving people what they want, fixing common pain points, but ones that have actually required this new level of intelligence to solve. But part of this update is also improving things that you didn't even know needed improving. Like, for example, you can now build widgets by literally asking for them. They've made it look so easy.
Build your own widget. I have been asking for this for the longest time. Is it there's go inbuilt up IV as in this ID? Because I don't even use widgets in the first place. What?
That this is possibly the first time ever I can safely say my granddad could be a programmer. The example they give is a custom countdown to a marathon that you're running, but I think it would be so cool to make one that can pop up with activities happening around you, but based on the time right now and your specific GPS location. Another example of something that I'm not sure people were specifically asking for is app automations. They showed an
Zile
example.
automations ziko kwa Samsung. But hiyo idea fulani ya kuweza kufanya anything like hizi features zote ni all Android 17 ama zinakuja na Pixel. Most likely inakuja na Pixel. Na Pixel I think 12 ama 13. I don't know. They are cool features but for Google products only. Then itaruliwa out okay polepole na Samsung. Then I'm not sure even Tecno has some features. But so far 4 minutes in I really think that I want a Pixel phone. No?
Of you taking a photo of this flyer about a tour that you wanted to go on, but then asking Gemini, find me a tour like this, but make sure it can accommodate 6 people. And now Gemini is able to first figure out what you mean, then take that information to another app, like Expedia. It looks like it, at this point, kind of thinks in the background till it's finished, and then finally pings you a notification to see the result. You click that, that's your booking page. I do like that it doesn't try and book for you. That would scare me. Do I think I would use this? Probably not for a while, to be honest. Call me old-fashioned, but I still think there's a lot of benefit to you looking at things like this yourself. You know, you might find a tour that's better rated.
Hii ni more issue kwa Zoom, but most of the time unapata easy apps fulani. Easy too much access to the man. Ndo kitu fulani we are being trapped and being ensnared slowly without even realizing. Cause kama AI inaweza kufanyia vitu tasks zingine, what is stopping it kwa kufanya kitu yoyote inataka kwa simu yako? Cause watu wanainterpret ni kama ni wewe. So inaweza tu mama yako na hakuna kitu unaweza fanya kuhusu hiyo story kwa sababu wewe umeipatia. Kwa sababu mama yako hajui AI. Yeye anadhani ni wewe umemtusi. Am I tripping? I feel like I'm not tripping. I feel like giving too much access to your life and to your information to have like already easy it is already sharp and it's already we're ensnared now, we're already trapped in the system that ensures that you give the biggest tech companies everything it needs from you. I feel like we're already there. But sasa imefika point yenyewe simu inaweza behave kama ni wewe. Inakuwa more than an assistant inakuwa ni wewe. Sasa kama hii inaweza kubook flight, what else is it not able to do, or is it not able to do?
Or closer to your hotel, or just something that you'd actually rather do instead. Like, the way I see it, you and these 5 other people are going to spend maybe a full day doing this tour. Do you trust the AI enough that you don't want to even spend 5 minutes checking yourself for other options? I'll pass. I will say this kind of task doing can become more useful.
Plus ni Google. Most likely, the person that pays the most money for ads gets the most pushed. So we are just trapped in a cycle.
Useful when you add in that Gemini can now also pick up the full context of what's on your screen. So let's say you're kind of interested in going to this stand-up comedy night, but you just cannot be bothered to plan the logistics around it. Here, you can say to Gemini, sort my parking space, and rest somewhat easy, knowing that it can read all of the context that it needs by itself from your screen without you needing to spell it out. And this is probably the most visual example of how Gemini is evolving into more of an agent with this update. Like, you're actually seeing it tap and type things one step at a time completely without your intervention. I could so imagine just watching Gemini, jaw clenched, as it confidently books me an 8th floor spot when I can see that there's 3 free on the first. But in principle, this is a level up. Because like last week, I made a schedule of which supplements I wanted to take at which points in the day. Yeah, I get it, I'm 30 now. Magnesium.
Hold up.
Gemini Intelligence, in theory, means that I could hold the power button while looking at the schedule and ask Gemini to turn it into a set of reminders to make sure that I follow this routine. That's seriously helpful. Or let's say you have your shopping list loaded up. In theory, you could just bring up Gemini and say, buy all of this. And before you know it, you'll be sitting there with a basket full of these products ready for you to hit checkout. They did also show how you could be browsing an article and then ask Gemini to make an infographic summarizing it. Obviously, it worked, but I wasn't super impressed with the result. It kind of screams AI from 2 years ago. Overall though, Gemini Intelligence feels pretty bang on. The main caveat is just availability. Like, a lot of this isn't coming now, it's starting to roll out this summer. It's not coming all at once. Each feature is going to be released when it's ready, they're saying. And to be honest, even when it does come, it's coming to Samsung and Google phones first.
Exactly.
Seemingly also only to the flagship versions of them, potentially because it relies on a more powerful version of the Gemini Nano model, which needs to run on the device itself. Point being, it could be a year before your phone gets this, if at all. But at least Google is being clear about that. I think they're specifically trying not
it could be a year till you. This is not your normal techno. Watu wangu wa techno na Infinix. Na. Hadi Huawei I don't think wako na watapata yao, because Huawei si hadi waliswitching from Android.
To overpromise and fall into the same trap that Apple did with Apple Intelligence. Thankfully, the next Android update, Android 17, is for all. And even if you took Gemini Intelligence aside, I actually think what they've done with it is incredibly
okay. So that feature says
you must have seen by this point people posting this screen reaction type of content. Well, now Google is adding the ability to create this screen reaction content instantly. It'll record your screen, it'll use your front camera to record you, it'll keep you in the right position, cut away your background. Having all of that happening at once in real time is a very efficient way to produce videos. And on
yes, I need this. Wamesema ni Android zote ama? Ima naenda kuscreenshot. Dreamer is in the building. Dreamer, tuna react. Tuna react nini Android 17, tuna react Android 17. It's cool. Na react Android 17 its feature. What was I talking about? Hii fact ya nashinda nikidownload video tebe nataka kumeka video about power scaling. Sasa inabidi naenda na get screenshot na get sources everywhere. Na kuja tena na compile pamoja, alafu sasa naanza kushoot video na green screen. It is genuinely annoying. It's genuinely annoying to do that. But sasa hii kama hii feature is rollable to every phone, that you can simply screen record your phone while you're still in camera. Si ile kabox fulani yenye Samsung zenyewe ziko nazo, yenyewe yangu haina apparently, but kuna Samsung ziko nazo. Inamaanisha efficiency. If I'm arguing with somebody, I go to the exact screenshot na mrekodia na mwambia upload ya 1 UI 8.5 bado hajanifikia 108.5, but hii ni announcement. Si haijadropiwa bado 117. Haijadropiwa bado, like ni announcement. Sasa anatuelezea vitu zenye Google alisema zina drop.
The pro end of the spectrum, they're also bringing Adobe Premiere to Android in summer.
Wait a minute.
Templates specifically designed for you to make YouTube shorts easily. You can see why this works.
TikTokification of the internet is still a thing. It's still going hard. It's still going crazy. Premiere Pro for YouTube Shorts. I'm gonna have a field day with it.
Works out for
so
Google.
bado ni kulipia Premiere Pro.
Why they're focusing on this, because the iPhone basically owns the creator market currently. And
facts.
The creator market has a lot of influence over the mainstream market. So Google's trying to basically get the influencers on board. And this thinly veiled full frontal assault on Apple continues over to
wako na open gate. Swali mbili tu. Hii Google tu wanataka sasa ikue matched na iweze kukimbizana na nani, iweze kukimbizana na catch up mbio acha kwa delay hapa. What am I saying? Wanataka kuswitch to from Apple, from the iPhone to a Google Pixel, because wako na Premiere Pro does not make sense. Because if I'm able to afford an iPhone, it means I have the ability and the accessibility to own a laptop. Mbio nafanya mambo yangu, plus the native camera app native camera app inside the apps inakuwa more efficient. So what are they talking about? Plus Premiere Pro set ni bure for YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts inamaanisha siwezi upload to TikTok. What does that even mean?
Instagram. You know how for years shooting content on Instagram for Android has just been less reliable and lower quality than iPhone.
Terrible.
One of the reasons I first switched away.
Brian is in the building.
To Apple like 6 years ago. But now Google is boldly claiming if you use a premium Android device, you're about to get at least as good, if not better looking shots than on an iPhone. They're saying that they've optimized the capture to upload pipeline so that your photos and videos lose as little quality as possible when posting them. And that even if
Exactly. We have been complaining about this for the longest time. We have been complaining about this. Optimization of these Android apps. Kama tulianza na Google inamaanisha Samsung is not even far behind. Optimization yes, watu wenye wako na Apple iPhones watulie. Sasa nobody will even know the difference. At the end of the day, people that don't even know what they are doing do not know what they are doing. We will just yap about it and not do anything about it. But if they are fixing the one gripe we have, alafu sasa waweza kutumia lats kwa lats zinatumika. I don't think pixel phones zinaongana lats. Sasa Apple devices have lats. Somebody can be a full-on professional videographer and photographer with one iPhone. Sasa kama hii ni kujaribu ku get market share, a long way to go, but it's the step in the right direction.
If you shoot directly within the Insta app, you'll actually get ultra high dynamic range processing, full working night mode, and built-in video stabilization. How it's taken them till 2026
Built-in internal stabilization?
I have no idea, but this could be great. I say could because we've heard this whole "we fixed Instagram" sentiment quite a lot, especially from Samsung over the years. But I do feel a little more confident because this is Google themselves saying that they're fixing this on a base Android level, as opposed to other companies whose software sits on top and who probably have more limited control. And you might know that Instagram also has their own edits app too. Well, pretty cool that with Android 17 you'll now be able to use your phone's native AI to power features within that app. So like one tap to straight up enhance photos and videos. I'm hoping this can actually upgrade the resolution as opposed to just making things look artificially bright and sharp though. Or, do you know how phones now have this audio eraser feature to understand the different sound sources in
background noise
so that you can turn down, let's say, the wind noise specifically? Well, you can now use that
Hold up. I just catch up. By the way, leo tumekuwa na a lot of net issues, and the way I project my phone screen to the PC for you guys to see what I'm saying. Sasa is through the internet. So kama internet number 1, kama stream ni lagi mnanishow nikairada nayo. Number 2, kama iko lagi sana ni connection yenye nataweza kutumia ni internet bado. So kama internet iko slow inamaanisha inafanya pia screen yenye na project pale inakuwa slow. So if I'm pausing randomly, just know it is not my fault. Just struggling here. Siwe solo lot limekuwa kikisumbua. Walai. Manze, I've been struggling hadi imenibo. Hadi na nini niko sure kama nisaida sio kama aliishia. An insider, an insider.
Within Instagram's editor, so automatically
hold up. I'm a stuka.
Each audio track into the individual stems that made up that track. Whoever's making these decisions at Google,
smart,
got their head in the right place.
Smart.
And while they were doing all this, they've also decided to remake all the emoji on Android. Literally all 4,000 of them into 3D. But okay, my favorite
3D emojis.
This new Android
Who asked for this?
Is pause point. You can tell that this year specifically, Google's really looked at what else is out there and thought, how do we bring this into Android?
Easy update is I need to see this 3D emoji.
Very similar to a lot of the new AI dictation apps that have been popping up. Create my widget. Very inspired by Nothing's essential apps feature. And pause point is functionally identical to an app called OneSec that I've been paying like $20 a year for. The idea is you just set up a few apps that you find distracting, and the next time you try and open those apps, it will ask you to stop and breathe for 10 seconds. Sounds silly, but it's incredible.
This stupid feature is on my TikTok. I do not know how to turn it off. I know I've been scrolling for the last 6 hours. I know. It's the way I'm using my phone. Tulia. I had stop and breathing for 5 seconds. What do you think I've been doing for the last 2 years of my life? Yeah, I was watching Hidden Gem and then Michael and then in the sky. Nice. Nikali.
Incredible. That 10 seconds gives you a chance to decide either you didn't really need to use the app and you close it, that you actually should instead be doing something more useful, in which case you can get it to redirect you to, say, your meditation app, or 3, that you really did need to use the app in question and you proceed. I've found by using OneSec that even just triggering that thought means you're probably going to be a bit more purposeful about your use of this app, instead of just...
Military anime, I definitely fuck with that. hizo zile tunaenda consider kuangalia. Lazima.
Mindlessly
Saga of Tanya the Evil.
doom scrolling before your brains even realize what's happening. I do feel bad for the OneSec company. They specifically say on their site we're a small independent team, we're not affiliated with big corporations, which makes me think that Google didn't exactly buy them or ask permission to take their feature. But ultimately, this is still probably good for users. Like, everyone's going to get the feature, you get it for free, and because it's now baked into Android, it's gonna feel a little slicker to use too. Now, here's what was
I still have like 3 more years of updates in my phone.
Android
I'm definitely
Auto
getting this feature.
actually being the star of the entire show. Because, I mean, for starters, all the new Android and Gemini intelligence features, if you have them on your phone, you get them on your car too. And if you think about it, the car, while you're completely occupied, is where it's most important to have an assistant that can do things for you. Like, if you're on your way home, being able to just say, order me my usual food from DoorDash, and within 5 seconds your car is on the checkout page waiting on you to confirm, that feels very much like the future. And if Apple doesn't very quickly pull Siri out of whatever Cupertino basement she's been chained up in since like 2014, I think it's going
Will this update be on all the devices? Yeah, I think so. I would assume so. I would assume kwa sababu amesema kwa sababu hii Android 17 hizi features zote ziko baked in to the Android base model. So unajua venye simu zinakuwa zimetengenezwa. Android yenyewe inapata provided na Google. Features zote ziko hapo. Ndio. Then OS za simu zingine zinakuja zinabandikiwa juu. So kama kuna feature yenye ni Google inapatiana ama iko baked into Android, most likely iko kwa hizi simu zingine zote. But hizi ziko specifically tuned for Google Pixel phones. Inaweza ka different for other phones, inaweza ka different, but in essential ama in practice it's almost the same. Because it's powered by Android. So most likely yes. But kama simu zenyu, kama number one simu yako I receive any updates, most likely utaimiss. My phone has like 3 more years of updates. Kama simu yako ni ile mzee, na kama unajua tu kampuni yako ni zile fulani zinakuwa tu na mchezo. Techno. If ever Samsung, you're on the safe side.
to make the gap between these assistants too wide to ignore. And that's just the start. Google Maps is now about to have immersive 3D navigation. The idea is that your view looking at the map will more closely match your view looking out the actual window. You'll be able to see the same buildings, the overpasses, and it should be able to better highlight which lane you need to be in. This is a million miles more intuitive to me than trying to squint at these things and then translate them.
So the GTA maps. Wameput GTA maps into Android Auto. Android Auto ni ile feature fulani yenye unaconnect simu yako kwa gari. So inatumia akili ya nini? Akili ya simu kufunction kwa user system ya gari. Sasa unasema nini? Sema nini dreamer? I've been, your phone has a 5 more years of updates. You have a 826. Sasa we most likely wewe zako utareceive hizi vitu zote. Hizi features mingi zote, especially kama uko na gari hizi Android Auto features ndio utapata mingi. Sasa you have 5 years of updates. I mean I also have 5 years of updates, but I'm on my second year of my phone, so I have like 3 more years of updates. So I think Android 17 ukiona simu yako ime-upgrade to Android 17, hizi features zote utapata. But that is if you have Android 17 in your phone. Kuna mtu bado ako Android 14. Na bado anaishi maisha yake. I don't know. But is it like compared to updates Android 16, these ones are way better. Kwa sababu unajaribu ku-upgrade the next Pixel phone ikwe the level ya. Unajaribu ku-upgrade the next Pixel phone ikwe nini? Don't use Google Maps as much. Sasa umemiss features zako, features za daily users. Umemiss. Hizo ilikuwa in the beginning of the video. Sasa hii ni special, hii ni specific part ya Android Auto. Niko sure taongelea vitu zingine pia.
The road in front of you in the split second before you approach a motorway roundabout. And then they're saying that this
hold up.
tracking will be particularly accurate on cars that support.
You don't use Google Maps as much, but waseme mtu kama mse wa Uber, hii ni upgrade kwake. Unaona? Ni a very significant upgrade kwake.
And I built in. So again, this is one of those unsupported models business. But if you have a car that gets this support, then you're going to get the extra benefits of Gemini actually being trained.
Oh, but pia Android Auto na Apple CarPlay is going kwa simu gari zote. So kama uko na Android Auto kwa simu gari yako, even ndo utapata hizi vitu ndo utapata.
On your car's hardware, which means that Google can use the live feed from your car's front-facing camera to know for sure what lane you're currently in. Plus also you can then ask Gemini, if I go and buy this TV from Samsung, will it fit in my trunk? And it will be able to answer with an awareness of the car's exact dimensions. Or I'm imagining this also means you can ask things like, remind me, how do I turn on my cruise control? And it would be
Hold up. Freeze. Are you back? No, you're not back. Can you be back, please? Yeah, it's back.
Tell you specifically what the button looks like. The software should also look a little jazzier. Google's saying the new Android Auto will adapt to all the weird and wonderful shapes of infotainment systems we've been seeing lately, that they've updated the way that individual apps look, and that your car will now get the same fonts, the same wallpapers, and the same smoother animations that the phones are now getting. Plus, widgets on the side. Like
why does this woman have the same name as me?
A quick dialer for your most frequent contact, or a button to open your garage door as you're pulling up. Kind of feels like my birthday, because then, for the first time ever, Google is officially supporting watching videos in your car at 1080p 60 frames per second, assuming your infotainment.
No. We do not need more screens in cars. I keep saying this. We do not need more screens in cars. Kwa sababu mimi nikianza kuingia phone ipate option ya kuscroll TikTok nikiwa na drive kwa gari, inamaanisha will go and screen TikTok nikiwa na drive kwa gari bwana. Are you for real?
System supports
1080p 60 frames.
Atmos audio. So if you did tell your wife her food was dry, at least now you can get a high quality movie night for one out of it. And then to stop you trying to watch Fast and Furious while you become Fast and Furious, the videos will minimize and play just audio as soon as you start driving. What a clever.
Akili mti yangu.
It does also need.
So if those podcasts or those videos, for example, kama unataka kusikiza video yangu nimedrop saa hii ama unataka kusikiza niki live stream, you don't need to watch me, you just play my video and then drive on your way, you just hear me yap because you're not missing much. No, I'm trolling. Sinisikiza ukidrive
to premium, because that's what enables background play. So again, you can see what Google gets.
Kiasi brango hello dada sawa. Screen time is about to go crazy. Exactly. I'm already at 18 hours a day. They're gonna make me have 24 hours a day. Give me like 2 minutes. Guess who's back, chat? Who's back, chat? Is back, chat. Did you miss me? What do I hydrate, by the way? Start hydrating. Nawe chupa yangu nimeitumia sana, mnibaie chupa. Ama nijibaie chupa. Whichever comes first. Anyway, I was telling about how my screen time is about to double. I'm gonna have 26 hours a day. Because I watch my phone while I'm using my phone. Plus my laptop.
Out of all of this. But then they surprised us all by revealing an entirely new type of laptop too. Not a Chromebook, not a Windows, a Google Book. It's not actually super clear right now what operating system this is running. But
is it gonna have a dedicated graphics card? Because if not, I need it to have a really good chip. Because if not, I do not care.
They've got the tagline, "Intelligence is the new spec," which
There guys, Travis does streaming on Twitch and on YouTube pia, na anafanyanga reactions za anime na za random videos, and he makes like really cool stuff. You should go check it out. Yeah.